Hey everyone, this is Sam, the 2K tutorial guy, and today is my NBA 2K19 preview number 1, and yes, I am back, and let's get the grind going. So today I'll be talking about the first gameplay impression that's been out, and also my detailed breakdown of the areas of interest that I see in that gameplay, and also services I'll be providing for you guys on this channel in terms of tutorials, gameplay, and lessons for 2K19. So as you guys know, the game is coming out very soon, and recently there's been a gameplay that was shown to the public between the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors, done by users versus the computer. So obviously context is important. I studied this gameplay based on the context, which is human versus AI. So I was trying to see what kind of competitive advantages and differences there is in gameplay in this year compared to last year. So let's take a look at something I noticed immediately. So what I realized that defensive settings, much like every other year, just as this year, is going to be crucial, and without it you'll be at a distinct competitive disadvantage. This is because if you look at the AI Lakers running a set here on the users Golden State Warriors, and you can see multiple times the Laker guys are getting open. The Warriors defense, the user one, actually gave up 2 open shots in 8 seconds. So the biggest deal is how and why. So the user didn't use any defensive settings here, so it's on auto, and you can see Klay Thompson, who is guarding Pope, is already clipped on by McGee, and then he's clipped on again by Ingram, and Draymond Green has no intention to switch this. That's the problem. Klay caught on eventually, but you saw Draymond didn't want to switch it, so that's a settings thing. And you can see McGee sets a screen on Draymond here again, and Cousins and Draymond didn't switch quick enough, and eventually they did end up switching, but you can see the delay is humongous. So the Lakers run the exact same set in the following possession, and you can see the Golden State Warriors defense, the user one, with AI defenders because the user is guarding on ball, and it's breaking based on the same reasons. You can see Pope is going to go through this loop cut above the 2 big men on top. Klay gets caught again, and the key point here is that Klay Thompson, an elite NBA defender, really is getting caught on these off-ball screens by the big man way too easily. You can see him get caught once, and he gets caught again, this time of Ingram, who's playing an undersized 4. And at the same time, Draymond also gets screened too easily, who is also an elite defender. Watch the McGee screen on Draymond. He gets caught, and McGee's literally screening Cousins and Draymond. And at this point, you'd be like, well, Ingram is not that open because Cousins switched, but this is NBA basketball depth. That's a catch-and-go closeout on a shooter, and Ingram on a center. This is a pull catch animation by Ingram, so it leads to no sweep through out of like a triple threat catch and go. They ended up going to the post, which was actually the original design of this play, as a loop cup up top for 2 shooters, and then it goes to the post for the small forward. So that's kind of cool, because the Lakers run another set here, which is another off-ball screen for Caldwell Pope. You can see it's coming, it's off McGee again, and once again, Klay Thompson gets caught, and so does Draymond. There's no switching because of the settings that I told you guys earlier. There's no power forward and shooting guard switch on off-ball screens. Poor off-ball screen tracking plus no switching equals easy free all game. I mean, if you look at the screenshots of the previous clips I've shown you, Caldwell Pope is open every time on any kind of off-ball screen 3-point play that was called for him. So yeah, bring your own defensive settings next year or pay for it. I mean, this is probably a low skill level game, but this is user AI defense, so I don't know how skill difficulty guards that, because as the difficulty goes up, does the user AI defense improve? I don't think so. So that's likely going to be a problem. And another thing is that you notice the clock started at 21. If you see this year, the great improvement is the computer or your AI teammates actually run sets really quickly. The play speed is very high. I counted, it only took about 9 to 10 seconds to get that finished. So that's really tough. And another thing that was actually cool, the Lakers actually were actively running off-ball screen post plays for LeBron. So they run off-ball screen post plays to open the shooters or LeBron at times, and they did this 3 possession streak to go to a mismatch that they feel that LeBron has in the post. So that's cool. Some of the legacy issues are still there. The major transition defensive concerns are creeping up again. You can see the user Curry here takes a ill-advised 3. But you can see the user didn't make any mistakes, but I have no idea. Look at computer Kevin Durant down in the paint. That's the AI transition defense. Who is he guarding? He's supposed to be on LeBron, and he's going into the paint guarding nobody, still nobody. That was AI Durant. I don't care who the user switched on to. AI Durant played like insane, so that's bad. Forcing dead zone passes, I heard is getting better, but here it seems like it's still rewarded. But you can see Hart is completely covered, and Hart is not a good passer into an undersized Lonzo Ball and with an oversized DeMarcus Cousins right in front of it. The user switched to it. There's no steal, even the ball is thrown right in front of Cousins. So that's another cause for concern. So the transition and the forced dead zone passes legacy issues are still creeping in and out. And here I believe Curry was in takeover mode. So that seems kind of fun. I think that's the symbol for takeover, ain't it? And it seems like if you're on takeover mode on lower difficulties, jump shots. So that was my detailed breakdown of the first quarter. You guys know how I am. That's just how the way I'm wired. I see a gameplay, I'm gonna look for what kind of competitive advantages I can get in game, either versus a human, versus a computer. Doesn't really matter, online, offline, that's just how I'm wired. So in the second quarter, I'll let it run through because I want to mostly talk to you guys about what I'm doing for the channel this year. You can expect the similar playset tutorials that you've grown to love, and that's for any type of gameplay, really, online and offline. There will also be a more focus of the my team content, and there will be but a different in the channel that is coming this year is I will be focusing a lot on Pro-Am and 2K League and also individual moves. So player moves in terms of triple threat, rebounding, positioning, rebounding, battling, individual user moves that are useful versus humans in a context of like a 5v5 situation where the user is only controlling one player. I'll be trying to find competitive advantages for you guys for that also. Now, I haven't done that actually. I've been around for quite a while, 3 or 4 years, but I've never actually helped you guys figure out competitive advantages in 2K in terms of an individual basis where a user is only using one avatar while facing another defense that is 5 human beings, right? Not just online 1v1 where the other guy is controlling one guy while we're 4 AI defenders. I've shown you guys plenty of competitive advantages you can gain from that, but I haven't really showed you in, I guess, what you would call a Pro-Am setting. So that's what I would be doing this year plenty, because I understand a lot of you want to go pro because there's that 2K League opportunity out there. So hopefully I'll be able to help you guys with that in terms of gaining competitive advantages in an individual move basis, because that would be a big deal in terms of helping you go pro and rotations and everything as such. So expect more Pro-Am and I guess what you would call animations content from me, because I think you guys have seen some of the animations I tried to teach you guys last year where it's like the Euro step, reverse layup, but nothing in detail, right? I don't really teach you guys how to chain the animations. I know how, I just like chaining the best, you know, momentum dribble move or the rhythm dribble move into the best behind the back, going into the perfect floater with the layup package. I know these things, I just never made content for it because I wasn't really about that. But things have changed with the emergence of the 2K League. So I will be helping you guys on that. I'll also be doing scouting to see, you know, some of the best players out there for the Pro-Am setting and things like that. So you can expect that from me. But as always, you know, defensive settings, money plays, and all that will be there. I've actually already developed a very interesting system. I've actually had the system in the back of my head for years. It's just, it couldn't be run because the AI wouldn't really, like your AI teammates wouldn't really be able to handle it. But this year, as I have seen, they can. Because the biggest thing I think I showed you guys earlier was how quickly the AI runs the set. And it was pretty much under 10 seconds. So this means I'll be able to show you guys a system I've always wanted to show you, which is 12 seconds of structure and 12 seconds of freelance, which is impossible before. I'll break into the detail once I get the game in my hands, but I can totally tell that it is doable this year because the AI can run the set so fast. So that, I'm very excited for that. And if you guys got anything else you want to see, you know, as always, leave it in the comments section. And like I've mentioned in Twitter, thanks for, you know, understanding that I pretty much only do 2K 6 months or 5 months a year on my YouTube channel, because, you know, I'm an old guy and I do this out of a hobby. And do I make decent money out of it? It's okay. I'm not a huge YouTuber like Cash and Smooth and them. It's just, to me, this is a hobby job. So that's why you only see me half the year, half the time, and you won't really see me making content just to make content, you know. You guys been around. Like, I make content when I learn something, so when I feel like I want to show something that I've learned. So you wouldn't see me making like repeated content. And the formats of the videos will be the same. Each tutorial will be, as you see, about 10 minutes long. I think you guys already know why I do that, because, you know, I have enough video and information to give, so I can do 10 minutes per video. I can probably do 15, but I just don't want to do it for so long, and it's really hard to upload a large video. Anyways, it's inconsistent. I don't want to like lose the upload. Anyhow, and also the commercial amount, the ads will be the same. So usually two ads per video outside plus the intro ad. So that will help me generate enough revenue so I can keep doing this for as long as I can. Also, I appreciate you guys on that. So as always, thanks for coming by. Happy to be back. You can expect videos from me on a consistent basis now, as obviously when the game is there, maybe like like the usual 4 to 5 a week. And right now with all the preview and stuff, maybe 2 to 3 a week. Leave in the comment section. Happy to be back. Happy to see everyone. Looking forward to talk to all of you. And I will see all of you next time.